Welcome back to American Wing Chun. I am Sifu Matt, and Merry Christmas. Today is day 25 of our Wood Dummy Exercises for Beginners series. So today, the last day, we're going to start off at our normal distance from the dummy, and we're going to start off with a Jum-Sau on the outside of the arm and do a stance turn so that you are facing at an angle. With this Jum-Sau pressure into this arm, his arm is kind of pushing on this side of my body, which gives me pressure for Kau-Sau. Kau-Sau is a plucking arm. It sounds like the animal cow, but it's spelled K-A-U instead of C-O-W. So Kau-Sau from a Jum-Sau. So Jum-Sau, Kau-Sau with a stance turn. It's basically a Bong-Sau facing in the opposite direction. And then I'm going to do a stance turn back to that arm with my Bong-Sau. And then I'm going to step out and do a Lap-Da on the outside of the arm. We've been doing Lap-Das on the inside. Now we're doing it on the outside. And then from this position, I'm going to Jum-Sau. And then from here, I'm going to step across back to the center and turn and Kau-Sau again. And then I'm going to turn back the other way with the Kau-Sau turning into Bong-Sau. And then I'm going to step out and Lap-Da. So this turns into a cycle. So I jump on this arm, and it kind of just slides into position on the wrist of the arm. Step out for back to the center for Kau-Sau. Turn in. Remember lifting that arm up into the corner. And then I'm going to step out and turn for the Lap-Da. I slide my Jum-Sau to the wrist of the arm here. When I step back to the center, that gives me pressure this way, which I alleviate that pressure with a Kau-Sau motion. And then I turn for Bong-Sau. I step out and turn for a Lap-Da. I Jum-Sau to the wrist of that arm. I step in Kau-Sau, turn in Bong-Sau, step out in Lap-Da, Jum-Sau, Kau-Sau, Bong-Sau, step and palm. Jum-Sau, Kau-Sau, Bong-Sau, step and palm. So this should have kind of a nice flow to it. There's quite a bit of stance turning involved in this, but that's basically it. You could technically, from the Kau-Sau, palm at him. That's fine if you do that, and then retract it back to Wu-Sau with the Bong-Sau and go here. There's so many variations of all of these exercises that we've done for the past 25 days. You're not limited to any one thing. So you can make it up as you go as long as it's logical and makes sense and you're training something specifically for a purpose. This thing specifically is not so application oriented. It's more teaching you the sensitivity you have to do each individual motion. It's not necessarily that you would do a jump to do a Kau-Sau, to do a Bong-Sau, to do a Lap and palm. That might not ever come up in reality. But what does come up is your Jum-Sau pressure on this arm from a constant state of jump. My guys working on the fourth section will understand and hear that expression a lot. A constant state of Jum-Sau will cause you to be able to feel that Kau-Sau when you do that stance turn. So I want to turn here, and then I turn back in with that. So you're just learning how to go from point A to point B with your stance turn. And then stepping off the flank with the Lap-Da, Jum-Sau, sinking arm, stepping out in Kau-Sau, turning back in Bong-Sau, and stepping out and palming again. And that's basically it. You just do that back and forth. So Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, and thanks for watching.